Hello, everyone. Hope you are well on this Thursday afternoon. We're almost into Friday. Hey, I appreciate the extra boost to get over 18,000 subscribers. That was nice. I really appreciate it. I appreciate everybody. Thank you for watching these videos. It's the big support. Okay. Am I the only one that feels just tired, fatigue? I don't know. Maybe I'm not getting enough sleep. I don't know. But I hear that from a lot of people, like a lot of people, especially lately. Well, especially over the last several years. Who would figure, right? Fatigue, very tired, more than usual, more than ever before. I feel it. There are certain times of the day I feel it. It's weird. It's odd. I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting older. Anyway, I'm getting an uneasy feeling about a certain thing. I'm going to go over it here in a minute. I also have a very uplifting passage, so do stay tuned. It's very good. Like I mentioned yesterday, these protests on college campuses is spreading. It did spread to Georgia. I just figured it'd be University of Georgia, and it's probably going there too, but this time near Atlanta, Emory University. This is the latest place that we hear about these disruptive protests. Again, protesting's okay, but when you block access to places and you barricade yourself and you threaten and you try to intimidate, that's not good. That's not cool. But anyway, that's happening near Atlanta, which I'm not surprised at. Also, I kind of mentioned yesterday the University of Texas, this is happening. I saw some footage earlier today of the Texas State Police in force. And when I say in force, y'all, they even brought out the horse. They brought out the mounted state police, which that, along with the other lines of police, state police, definitely moved those guys. They moved the line, let's just say. They cleared them out. Anyway, I believe that we are, I believe, and I think I mentioned this in a few videos back further, but I believe we're going to have a summer of riots and looting. Cue the looting. It's going to happen. I think we have a very good chance of seeing it. I'm predicting it. But yeah, that's going to happen for multiple reasons. But first and foremost is the season. It's that time every 4 years, when we have elections. So it's coming. Keep your gas cans filled if you can. If you have some extra, keep your gas tanks filled. I've been filling mine when it gets to about half. And I used to never do that, but I'm doing it for sure. I just have a very uneasy feeling about energy and fuel. And I know I may have mentioned it before in the past, but also keep some cash on hand. These threats of cyber attacks and from China and others, it's just given me a little bit of an uneasy feeling. I just feel like there's a good potential we'll see some shenanigans with this. Will it come from China? We probably will never know. We won't know. But will it happen? I think there's a very good likelihood of it happening. And if that does happen, it could be a lot of different things. Excuse me. It could disrupt fuel. It could disrupt power, electricity. That's why I say keep a little extra fuel on hand if you can, and keep your gas tanks full in your vehicles. It could also affect the financial systems, energy, utilities, power, water, internet, cell phone. Remember about a month ago, we had a disruption. It was just not even all day, a temporary disruption of cell service. And I tell you, people kind of freaked out a little bit. Remember that? Can you imagine days down with no internet, cell service alone? Just that alone. Imagine that plus a lot of other stuff. Transportation systems jacked up. Power, your electricity. Something going on with the water. Water treatment. Not being able to use your debit card, credit card. Keep some cash on hand, like I said. Remember a few years ago when there was I forget exactly what happened to it, but it was an attack. It was a cyber attack or a disruption in the gasoline, the fuel pipeline. It pretty much grinded the southeastern United States into a mini paralyzed state. I mean, it really, they were able to get it back online in time to where it wasn't a total shutdown, but gas stations by the hundreds were just out of gas. It was really weird. And that was just a few days. Imagine what that could be like. So, yeah, I heard it said by an economist, an expert, earlier today that the way things are looking, those who are in charge of the economy have a choice. It's either looking forward into the rest of this year, into 2025, as far as economics is concerned. We're either looking at hyperinflation, meaning this inflation will just continue to go up and maybe slip into possibly hyperinflation, or a depression. Neither sounds good. I mean, he made a point to say that, it might be better just to have a depression. I mean, it's not the first time it's happened in the United States, and we recovered from it. A hyperinflation would go like the Weimar Republic, and that would be bad too. It would probably, most likely, completely wipe out the middle class, at least temporarily. I'm kind of seeing that already. Also, I saw some headlines saying stagflation is predicted, and we're in stagflation now, which means that's like a combination of continued high consumer prices for just about everything, coupled with an economic slowdown. Not a good combination, but that's what we're seeing. And that can further depress employment and create more unemployment. So if you have a job, do your best to hold on to it. I mean, really. Could be a tough rest of the year. I mean, really. It definitely could. But I just have that uneasy feeling again about the utilities, about fuel. Hopefully it's just nothing. But let's just take some steps and just look at what we have prepared. That's all I'm asking. Just review what your preps, and really take a hard look at that. Okay, I'm going to go to a passage that is really pretty good. It is an uplifting one because there's so much doom and gloom I know out there, and I try to be positive. I try to put a positive spin on it when I can. I'm just trying to get you guys to be aware of what's going on and what we could be seeing. Okay. All right. This is why I end videos like this. This is from Psalm chapter 34. And, we talk often about how many times in the Bible it talks about not being afraid. Do not fear. Do not worry. He knows our name. Again, Psalm chapter 34, this is verses 4 and 5, says, I sought the Lord, and he delivered me. I'm going to start over. I sought the Lord, and he answered me, and delivered me from all my fears. Those who look to him are radiant. Their faces will never be ashamed. Amen. Radiant. Their faces will be radiant. That's that's not just a smile or something. That's more. Radiant is glowing. That's the way I read it. Glowing, almost on fire. Amen. Let's keep that in mind. He is with us. He will see us through it. Always in charge, He's always in charge. Like I've said before, ultimately, we are citizens of heaven. We are citizens of Christ. Even if we lose everything else, no matter what happens, no human can take that away from you. No human can. All right. Share your thoughts. Let's stay close to Jesus. Let's keep in prayer. Let's keep in the Word. Keep your prayer requests coming. We will pray for you. We're glad to do it. God bless you, and I'll see you soon.